It's mid-April in Chicago, and even with the sun, it's breezy and cold. Just last week, 6 inches of snow forced practice into the gym. But there's no grounds crew to prepare the near-frozen field. No retractable roof dome to keep in the heat. Yet for all 9 players of the Mather High School baseball team, today is an especially bright day. Today is Gear Day.
So our gear came in yesterday, which is what I was hoping. I didn't want it to come in today because I wanted to make sure we had it for Monday, and I wasn't going to be able to go pick it up today. I looked at everything yesterday. I think it all came out really, really good. I'm really excited about it.
Who paid for the practice?
I did. We need to look like a team. We need to feel like a team. They need to experience all the things that teams are able to experience. I want them to experience and feel what it's like to play at the Division I college baseball level, to play at a big-time high school, which is what we're going to be here in 5 years when we talked about that 5-year plan. But I want them to feel it now. I want them to feel what it feels like to be loved and cared for. I want them to feel what it feels like to be on top. And it's a start. It's creating that culture. So for me, getting them this gear is everything. I mean, their mindsets today when this gear was brought out was everything. The smiles on their faces. You know, I've got 2 kids that haven't stopped looking at their other shirts, their BP top and their T-shirt, and it means a lot to me. It creates pride. It creates discipline. It creates everything. Just the culture that we want to have here. That's cool. I'm excited to see them around school with it.
Maybe we could talk a little about you're wearing that. Just
pride.
You represent.
Yeah. We have 9 players. There are 9 positions on a baseball field. I love these guys to death, but I would love to have maybe 1 or 2 more. But I love these guys. I mean, we're getting after it. I mean, if I got to go to battle with these guys every day, we'll do it. They put in work. They show up every single day. They haven't complained. And it's big thing we talked about a lot is working with what you have, not with what you want. So, but it would definitely help to have a few more of those what we want, a few more bodies. If the kid gets sick, we'll have to figure out how to work with that. We would probably try to hide him in the lineup somewhere. We'd probably bring a bunch of tea and soup for him on the bench. If a kid gets hurt, that's a tough one. It's something that, to be honest with you, I've tried not to think about because we really can't have that happen. And we do our best to try our best to not overdo it, just so that doesn't happen. But anything can happen. But if I'm being completely honest, I just try not to think about it. We had one kid who hurt his arm, or his wrist, so he couldn't swing. So he was just bunting every at bat. So don't worry about it. Just look like you're going to unload and then just bunt. But the problem is after you do that 3 at-bats in a row, they know you're going to do it with the 4th at-bat, yeah. It's extremely diverse. We have kids from all over the world that go to this school. We have kids from all different backgrounds that go to this school. We have kids from all different walks of life that go to this school. I mean, just the cultures, the mindsets, where they've grown up, how they've grown up. Everything about them is just so diverse. There's no one person that's the exact same as another person in this school.
Freshman year, I moved here from overseas. I played in Kuwait. It's near Dubai.
We moved here, started my freshman year.
I'm a Syrian, but I'm from here.
I'm from Chicago, but I was born in Pakistan.
I was born in Bedford, Texas.
I was born in Singapore.
I was born in Iraq, but I came when I was 2.
And then I lived in Tennessee for a while.
I actually lived in Malaysia for 3 years, and then from Malaysia I moved here.
And I moved back to Texas and then up here.
My dad was in the military, and he worked in the embassy over there.
When you think about this school, 50 different languages, I bet 70% of them are immigrants and refugees. So if they've ever played a sport, which most of them have never played a sport, if they played a sport, it's probably soccer. So to find a baseball team in a school that's this kind of makeup, it's not easy.
I learned a lot from him, you know, not just in baseball, of course out of baseball, becoming a man, a person. I want you to be and grow up, be respectful, be kind, be honest, and be confident with everything else.
He gathered us in the summer, and it was just 6 kids. We only had 6 kids coming from last year, maybe 2 new kids. And he just spoke to us about his plan for the year, and he's just like really motivating, and he knows what he's doing. And that's what we needed for the program.
He was always trying to practice, always trying to get us to work. We're always working
5 days a week, 6 days a week, practicing, doing repetitive drills to better ourselves.
He's amazing. I've learned probably more about baseball in the last few months than I've learned in the last 3 decades. Just watching Robin coach, not just the drills, but some of the intricacies and the details I wasn't even aware of. And I'm watching Robin go through these things, and I just am amazed, and it's really exciting for me to just kind of watch what he does with the kids and the detail he uses.
Mookie, how's your arm feel? Sammy, baby, how's your arm feel? Shoulder hurts a little bit?
And he talks a lot about family, and they believe it, and it's true.
I want us to understand and live effort, attitude, intent, compete, discipline. I want us to lead by example. I want people to look at Mather and think, where did they come from? Who are they? Why are they this good? Why do they understand these things? Why do they look so disciplined and organized? This year the goal is to build a foundation for the future. Our goal is to create a culture of family, love, discipline. It's very important for me to have a foundation to build off of, and that's what this year is going to be a lot of. It's just instilling and building a foundation.
And he always tells us like good job if we're doing good, and it's like he always gives us an attaboy or attagirl, and it's like really big on our team.
He just made us a family, and he makes me want to play baseball even more every single day.
He knows the game more than anyone I've ever met, and he's taught me so much, and all of my success from this year has solely been on him.
So my goal for these guys is that they learn how to play baseball, but that's secondary. I think it's just how to get through some hard times and stick together.
My goal for the program 5 years from now is to be the best team in CPS. I want to be the best baseball team in the public league. I want us to be a powerhouse. I want us to compete in every way. It's going to take a lot of patience. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of just love and giving everything that I have to the program. This group means everything to me. This group is they're giving me everything they have, and I couldn't ask for them to give me any more. They're trusting me, which is a big deal. They're believing in me, which is a big deal. Allowing themselves to be vulnerable with me and around me, and that's a big deal to me, and it's allowing me to be vulnerable with them and around them. So they mean everything to me. I love this group with all my heart.